Alright, so here's where we left off. So we missed one edge loop here. Let's insert that right about here, and then move that and Y and snap it to this point here. And then we have to select those two verts here and shift select those two verts. And now we say merge. Alright, so I have to tell you that in between my Maya crashed. So if my object here looks slightly different than in the last video, yeah, that's the reason why, but I think it's looking almost the same. So it has the same geometry at least. So now we have to put in some more edge loops. So I definitely know that we need one here, and we need one here. Bring that a little bit closer to the edge. Okay, and now hit G. Add one here and another one right behind it, and we want one here. Give this more definition. This point here can also go in and say we want to put in one here and one there. So with that we can say, okay, we put in one here in front like that. And now we go in and say we want to smooth that out. Check it out, how it looks. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So this cylindrical shape here, that's not looking as I want it. So insert another edge loop here, up here, and down there. So what we should see now is, yeah, that's looking good. Okay, we take this one here. Another thing we could do is insert one edge loop here. Hit 3. And then we might want to add one down there. Yeah. So now the issue that was here on that edge, that's been solved. So okay, now let's go in and take care about the front part. Before that, we take the whole object and duplicate that. So with that selected, hit Ctrl D, then scale it -1 in X, -1. Then we take both objects like that, and then combine those. I mean, it's always the same process here, and then select the verts and say merge. So now we have one nice piece here. So with that, let's go in and say we want to check out how long this thing has to be. So to do this, rotate that guy and take all the vertices that are in front of that object, bring it somewhere about here, zoom in on that, and yeah, it tapers down altogether, but the last front part here, that starts where this line is, and then it's tapering down in the end here. Okay, so now let me bring this thing, the rotation Y back to 0, and let's check out the front part. So first of all, we need to add in another edge loop here right behind the first one we did here. And now let me think for a second. So what we try to do now is we take a lattice. So select from the top view or the side view, doesn't matter, all of those vertices, and do not select the last row of vertices here, that edge loop, and then go to your animations tab here, from polygons to animations, and say create a deformer, a lattice. So I want to bring the outer parts back, and I want the inside shape here, I want that to stay in place. So we need to insert a few divisions on that lattice. So go to the S divisions, middle mouse, and try something like think that should work fine with the S divisions of 6. So let's try that out. So right click, lattice point, and select those 4 lattice points here and those, so that you don't select the lattice points here in the center of that. And then use the move tool and move that back to a point somewhere about here. That's looking good to me. So now let's deselect those so that you only have selected the outer lattice points. Bring it back. Could bring that back even more. Yeah, okay, so now let's check that out. So select the object, go to object mode, hit 3. It's looking good. What we could do now is to round this off. Let's first of all delete the history, and then to shape it a little bit more, let's go to the top view and go to vertex mode. Select all of those words, move those back. Yeah, so for now I leave it like it is right now. Let me check that out again in the smooth version. It's looking alright. Okay, so now what we also want to do is to taper that down in this direction here. So yeah, we could go in and do this manually, but again I'm using Jesus Christ, I'm using the lattice deformer. Okay, so with all those words selected again, let's create another lattice. And let's take those lattice points here and move those down. So that's not working as I wanted, so let me undo that. And let's go to the lattice here, and let's change the divisions from that lattice. This time we want the T divisions like that. Yeah, and I think that's gonna work fine. So now let's select those 2 on top and bring that down. Alright, so I'm going with this one. So delete the history on that object and hit 3. So okay, we have a little problem here in front of that guy, but that's yeah, we can fix that inserting another edge loop here right in front. Hit 3 to go to smooth. Yeah, that fixed that problem. That's looking cool. And there's only one thing left to do with this guy. So go to low poly view, and then let's select, go to the top view, and let's select all the vertices of that inner part here. So I don't want to select verts from that cylinder. And now we take another lattice, create another deformer lattice, and then we want to insert some divisions again, S divisions. So click on that middle mouse and bring it to 4, S divisions of 4, and then let's select here in the end some lattice points, only the lattice points at the outer edge here, and then let's scale those in just a tiny bit so that it tapers down like that. Could taper down a little bit more. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. So select the object and delete the history.